Okay, and we're back with wide screen and very cool picture. So let's start installing DNS and promoting this service to an active domain server. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so right here, local server. Okay, that's it. Let me check the time as well. 11, that's okay. So let's start by adding roles and features. Role based, and I'm going to just have one server, and what I want to select is the Active Directory domain servers. And the reason why I'm going to install the Active Directory and DNS server is because they require, one requires another. So you can see here DNS, what is it? It's easier to manage when it's installed on the same server as the Active Directory domain server. So one feature relies on another, so you might just install both at the same time. And let's proceed. There's nothing to select here. And we're going to proceed. DNS, some explanation about the service, and we're good to go. And just proceed install. So this is going to take a while. I'm just going to pause the video, and once it's finished, we're going to proceed. Okay, so the installation is completed. Now it's asking us to promote this server to a domain controller, and we're going to do that. And add a domain, add a new forest. That's what we want. And this new forest will be bultech.com. That's going to be our domain name. And it's going to check whether this name already exists in the network. This is a password. Let's see. Type directory service restore mode. I really don't, just skip these. And DNS cannot be created, yes, because this is the first time I'm configuring it. Just proceed, and it's going to get your NetBIOS domain name. You don't, in order to proceed with this installation, you don't have to be an expert on Active Directory, and as long as you understand the basics required to enable it, I think that's okay. Let's check. Yeah, it's going to be bultech.com, NetBIOS bultech, and DNS. Okay, will be the same of the local. Yes, that's what we want. Next, and it's going to validate. It's going to check whether everything is in place to promote this as a domain server. It's okay. So there's some warnings there, but we're good to go. Just install it. And I'm going to pause again. Once it's finished, we continue. And it's okay, it's completed. Now it's going to sign out this account and close, and it's done. So it's going to reboot because it's going to apply these new changes that we did. And once it comes back online, we should have our domain server and DNS server as well. So another test that we're going to do right on this video is to create a reverse lookup zone. And what this allow us is, if we want, when we have, for instance, the name of our devices, for instance, ICE, or the routers or the switches, we can get to them. They can get reply either if we ping the IP or if we ping the name. So that's the reverse lookup is going to allow us. Okay, it's rebooted and we're back. No. Now we're good to go. So now let's look at the server. Should have the stack ID, our IP, and now let's create our reverse lookup zone. So it should be into DNS. And so reverse lookup zones. Create a new zone, and this is going to be a primary zone to all DNS servers. IPv4, and the network is going to be the network ID or the name of the zone. That's going to be 10.65 74. Oops. 10.65.74. Yeah, that's it. That's the network ID. That's the reverse lookup zone. Yes. That's okay. Allow both. So yeah, I'm just going to select both non-secure and secure dynamic updates. And 74.65.10. Yeah, that's what I want. That's okay. And now I'm going to add a 9.3 forward. Where is it? I believe, yes, a new host for eyes, and that's going to be Bootec eyes 01, and IP address of eyes will be 10.65.24.205, and it's going to create the reverse lookup file or host for eyes as well. So allow on any authenticated users. No, I don't need, just add this. Bootec eyes 01 was successfully added. So this is done. So our server is done, our DNS server, it's already configured. So we can test this actually. Let's see. To see whether it's working, and if I try to ping Bootec AD01, should get a reply. Oh, I have IPv6. We're not going to use IPv6. I'm just going to disable this. It's not been used. Just disable it. Quite simple. Okay. That's not required, but not used. Just keep it off. Okay. So the next one, we're going to enable NTP. So see you in the next one.